So I need to apologize to Ravens fans, not because I picked them last week, but because I've been talking crap. I've been talking a lot of crap about the Baltimore Ravens this year. I did not believe in them early in the year. I kind of liked them, when they started off 2-0, and I didn't think they were for real after they lost to the Browns, and they just beat the New England Patriots. So I think it's safe to say that heading into Week 10 of Man versus Madden 2019, the Baltimore Ravens are actually a contender for the AFC. Look at that. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me. I'll be honest. I didn't think so. So I'm sorry, Raven fans. I know you guys were killing me in the comments earlier in the year when I was picking against you guys, when I was talking crap, and then when you thought I was going back and forth with my opinions. This is my opinion now. I think they're good. Don't think they're going to the Super Bowl, but I gotta give you credit for beating the New England Patriots. The rest of the league thanks you. And I thank you for tuning in to this week. This is Week 10. Week 10, which means we are getting closer and closer to the end of the season. I'm running out of time to beat everybody. Madden is running out of time to catch up to me and to catch up to you. Before we take a look at the standings, let's recap Week 9 a little more. We had another Allen quarterback, Brandon Allen, at home defeating the Cleveland Browns. I mean, it wasn't him. He really didn't do much. He managed the game properly, but the Cleveland Browns, what is going on? Holy crap, throw the ball to Odell. Do something. This is not the team anybody thought you'd be. I wasn't a believer in the Cleveland Browns. I thought they'd be a fringe playoff team, but I wasn't expecting this. I don't think anybody was expecting this. This is not good. This is not good. And congratulations to Brandon Allen, who gets his first career victory on the quarterback Allen power rankings. I said we have him third. We have him third. We still have Josh Allen in at number 1, Kyle Allen at number 2, and Brandon Allen in at number 3. Those are my Allen power rankings, brought to you by absolutely nobody. Let's get a sponsor for that. I think it could be big. The Dolphins beat the Jets. I don't know if I'm ever going to pick the Jets ever again. Like I said last week, fool me once, shame on me. No, is it fool me once, shame on you? Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. I don't know what it is. You can say whatever you want to say in the comments, talk crap about me picking against the Dolphins, acting like you didn't pick against the Dolphins as well. Got a few messages asking me, taunting me about picking the Jets as if you picked the Dolphins. Give me a break. No one thought they would win a game all season. Jacksonville losing. Gardner Minshew not looking like the legend that we thought he was in London. Yes, in London. I said in Jacksonville last week. My bad. My bad. I know Jacksonville and London are 2 separate places, but now Nick Foles stepping in for Gardner. That should be very interesting. We might have our first and last quarterback controversy going forward for the rest of the season. And the Chargers finally showing us what Madden thought they'd be for the whole year. Madden, if you don't remember, in the beginning of the season, picked the Chargers to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, and they looked nothing like it this year up until the game against the Packers. Let's check out the standings. You guys had a very average week, 7-7, moving you up to 88-47. This was my opportunity to gain some games on you guys, and I failed to do so. I was also 7-7, moving me to 78-57. Lost opportunity there, not really happy about it. Madden, out of everybody, had the best week, 10-4, boosting their record up to 75-60, still in last place, but gaining 3 games on me, gaining 3 games on you. So Madden making a play up the standings. Let's see what happens. Speaking of standings, CBS pool. Guess who's in first? I bet you already know who's in first. Brendan Elwood is still in first. Can someone catch up to him? Holy crap. Are we just going to deem this guy the winner? Can we just give him $750?
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were.
Can we just give him money for lasting this long in first place? This is ridiculous. Whether or not he wins or loses, I think TPS should set him up with something. At least a little bit of a prize. This is amazing. The fact that he's been in first place since like week 3. Has it been since week 3? I don't know. Something like that. But Brennan Elwood with 95 points. 95. And if you want to catch up to Brennan, the link is in the description below. It's too late to join, but I'm just reminding you guys because you might forget a week, and that just ruins your chances at winning $750. Our Week 9 winners, William Counts and Rohit Perswani. Hopefully I said your name correctly. You both had 12 picks correct. Congratulations, making your way up the standings, catching up to Brennan. Hopefully you do so. Not rooting against you, Brennan, but I want to see some new names. I want to see some new faces on that leaderboard. Speaking of leaderboard, let's see if I can do some catching up in Week 10. Let's go to the simulations. It's man versus Madden. Kicking off Thursday Night Football, we have the Chargers versus the Raiders. These are two teams that are coming off of victories. The Raiders beating the Detroit Lions at home. The Chargers looking very good at home against the Green Bay Packers. That defense holding Aaron Rodgers to a very, very pedestrian game. Now the question is, do you believe that these Chargers have turned a corner? Do you believe that they can go into Oakland and beat the Raiders, who are a pretty decent team, 500 team? I think they can. I think they will. I was very high on the Chargers going into the regular season, so therefore, I feel like I have to be consistent and go with them here. Melvin Ingram is back. That defensive line is good. This is the last stand. This is the last stand for the Chargers. Give me the Chargers on the road on Thursday Night Football. Let's see what Madden has. Looks like Madden agrees, 38-15. Jeez, it's a beatdown here. I don't even know why they're even running a play here. It's a handoff. Melvin Gordon gets tackled. It does absolutely nothing. They should have just kneeled it, but you know how Madden does. It's a blowout. The Los Angeles Chargers go into Oakland and beat the crap out of the Oakland Raiders. Okay, Madden and I on the same page. Start Week 10. Let's go to Cincinnati, not because we want to, but because we have to. The Baltimore Ravens taking on the winless Cincinnati Bengals in a game that is very, very lopsided. One of the more lopsided games of the year so far. The Ravens coming off a huge victory against the New England Patriots, riding high. This could be a trap game. I'm not going to try to convince you that this is going to be a trap game, because it's probably not a trap game. I cannot see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens losing to this team. The Bengals are really ridiculously bad. The only winless team left in the league. The Ravens defense is very stout. That offense too is just, I wouldn't say it's a juggernaut, but they're very hard to stop. Can't see the Bengals doing anything about it. Give me the Ravens on the road, probably by 10 or more. Would you look at this, 45-24, Bengals, Madden. What are you smoking, Madden? First down, Cincinnati Bengals right there. That's going to do it. Joe Mixon gets the first down. He points in the direction in which his team is going. They can just kneel it from here. That's going to do it. The Bengals, not even close, according to Madden, win this one over the Baltimore Ravens. Let's go to Cleveland, where Baker Mayfield and his new, I don't know, did you see, is it a new look? Did you see the press conference? Did you see what he looked like? He looked like a detective. He looked like a homeless person. He looked like someone dressed up as Gardner Minshew, as the internet said. He looked like a bunch of different things. I think we can all agree he looked very sad because the Cleveland Browns are very bad right now, and they got a lot of making up to do if they're going to catch the Ravens in the standings. They host the Buffalo Bills at 6-2. Very good defensively, very inconsistent offensively, but doing just enough to win some football games on the road in Cleveland. I'm really tempted to go Cleveland here, but I can't make the same mistake over and over again. Give me Josh Allen and the Bills. I think this is going to be an ugly game. I think this is going to be a sloppy game, dominated by both defenses. I like the Bills defense more to turn Baker over, because Baker is a turnover machine right now. Josh Allen is not the most perfect quarterback, but you know they run an offense that's very safe. So give me the Bills in this one. I'm going to say like 19-13 type game. 31 seconds left to go in the game, and it's tied. Baker drops back. Come on, Baker, do something. It is caught for a first down. Good things happen when you throw the ball to Odell Beckham. Go figure. 25 seconds, 1st and 10. Let's see what they do here. They probably should run the football, and they don't, because Madden's not smart. But it's okay. It's a completed pass at the 1-yard line. This should do it if the Browns are smart. Milk the clock, kick the field goal, and end it. And that's exactly what the Browns are going to do. A field goal for the win with 2 seconds left. Here it is. The kick is up, and it is good. The Cleveland Browns, last second field goal, defeat the Buffalo Bills 24-21 according to Madden. Who do you guys have? Let's go to Chicago, where Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears are licking their wounds because they just cannot get their act together. Well, you know what? The offense, you know what? Mitchell Trubisky cannot get his act together. Let's be honest. Enough for the Bears to win a football game. They were in Philadelphia last week. They made it competitive against an Eagle team that was a little inconsistent, a better Eagle team, but you know that defense can't do everything. They now host the Detroit Lions, one of the more confusing, inconsistent teams in the league, making this a game that we probably cannot predict. I'm going to go with the Lions here. I just don't trust the Bears right now. I think Matt Nagy does not trust Mitchell Trubisky to do anything. The play calling is absolutely pathetic. Matthew Stafford doesn't really have too much success on the road in Chicago. From my knowledge, you guys could fact check me. Maybe that's me being wrong in that aspect. I don't know, but I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford here and the Lions. I don't feel comfortable picking the Bears as long as that coach and that front office seem to be down in Mitchell Trubisky. It's just not working there in Chicago. They need a new quarterback, and they need a new season to start. It's sad. I'm sorry, Bears fans. It just is what it is. Let's see what Madden thinks. All right, 20-15. The Bears are up, and Matthew Stafford has to drive the length of the field. Let's see what he does here. Scrambles, and he gets sacked. Oh, my God. Tried his best to stay up, but couldn't do so. This isn't looking good for the Lions. All right, it's 4th down. Matthew Stafford needs to get a first down here, and he's going to throw it over the middle. It's incomplete, giving the Chicago Bears the ball. The Lions have one timeout, which means this game is over. The Bears, according to Madden, at home, defend home turf at Shoulder Field. Beat the Lions. Let's go to MetLife. Key game. That's right. I'm calling this a key game. This is the most biased key game ever because it's not an important game whatsoever, except in the heart and soul of Josh Rodriguez. It's the New York Jets versus the New York Giants. The only person watching this who gives a damn about this game is I, and I'm enforcing the key game on you. So, you know, I like to pride myself as a Giants fan, as an objective Giants fan. I always, tell the truth about my team. To be honest with you, I think they're going to beat the living hell out of the Jets because the Jets are a dumpster fire right now. Adam Gase is a horrible coach. They should not have handed the whole franchise over to him. I think every Jet fan would agree with me on that. I think every Jet fan is calling for the firing of Adam Gase. I still have a little faith in Sam Darnold. I think he's very talented. I just think they need a new direction. While the Giants, although they are losing football games, they are competitive, they are making things interesting, and they are playing very hard. Give me the Giants in this one. I think this is going to be their Super Bowl. I think they win this game like 34-20 or something like that. Looks like Madden agrees with me, and wow, this is a high-scoring game. I wondered if Madden even played defense at all. 47-31, Darnold stands there like a statue. This is why the Jets think, how long is he going to stand there? Move! Move! That's what happens when you don't move. You get sacked, and you lose football games. The Giants, big, over the New York Jets in a rout, 47-31. Jeez. Matt, how does the team score 47 points? Let's travel to Tennessee. We have the Titans against the Kansas City Chiefs. Last week, the Chiefs beat the Vikings. I called the Vikings. I was wrong. I thought Dalvin would run crazy, and he was okay, but he did not run crazy on that Kansas City Chiefs defense. Matt Moore has filled in very admirably for Patrick Mahomes. Let's see how well he can play going forward. The Titans are a weird team. You know how I feel about them. We don't have to do the same shtick over and over again. They're at home. Good defense. Very pedestrian offense. I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. I think Matt Moore continues to play very well. I think the Titans defense is going to play well, but I can't really see them putting up too many points. They're going to have to run the ball a lot with Henry. Henry hasn't been that effective. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been that effective. So give me the Chiefs. We're going to go with 27-20 Chiefs. Let's see what Madden thinks. 24-17, the Titans looking to make this a two-possession game, a field goal from 57 yards. What are you doing? It is no good. It is short. Nice try there, but you just gave Matt Moore a chance to tie this football game up. All right, 3rd and 10, 3 seconds left. Matt Moore, this is going to have to be a Hail Mary. Let's see what he does here. He drops back, has a lot of time, has a lot of protection, has a lot of time, and doesn't even throw it into the end zone. Madden being Madden. The Titans win this one 24-17 over the Kansas City Chiefs. Next on the slate, Tampa Bay hosts the Arizona Cardinals. I think this game's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun, a lot of offense, a lot of yards, a lot of exciting plays. I'm going to go with the Bucs here. Tampa Bay, they're competitive. Listen, they could have beaten Seattle last week on the road, which would have been a huge victory for them. Arizona looked good at home against San Francisco. Even though they lost, it was still admirable that they can put up a fight against the league's best team, in my opinion at least. It's going to be a good game. I think if this is a toss-up, I just like the Bucs offense a little better. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, they just have more weapons. Give me the Bucs in this one. I'm going to say 38-35. Oh, we got a tight one here, 10-9. Madden thinks this is going to be low scoring. Handoff, touchdown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Pushing this to possibly an 8-point lead, which means Jameis has to drive the length of the field and get a 2-point conversion. Let's see if he can do it. It's 4th down here. I'm going to guess Madden Jameson cannot do this. Throw over the middle. It is incomplete. I was correct. I think I've seen enough Madden to know that in these type of situations, the offense really comes through. Have you noticed that? Down one score to win the game, no matter who the quarterback is, they really score a touchdown. They really make it down the field. It's always 4th and 10, they drop it down. Or it's always like 1st and 10 with 3 timeouts and 30 seconds left, and they throw a screen, they don't get out of bounds, and they don't call a timeout. Sorry to rant a little bit. I've just been watching a lot of Madden, and it's been frustrating because sometimes it makes no sense. Let's go to New Orleans where the Saints take on the Atlanta Falcons. Drew Brees is back, and I didn't know he was back the last time he was back, and I started Teddy Bridgewater in 2 leagues, and it ruined my whole fantasy football season. The Falcons are absolutely awful. I don't know how healthy Matt Ryan is. I'm assuming he's going to play. Even if he does, they're not going to be able to stop the Saints. They're just not going to be able to stop him. The Saints are going to pick him apart. Defense is too good. Yada, yada, yada. Saints are better. Saints 35, Falcons 14. All right, Madden, somewhat agreeing with me here. 34-27, 2nd down. They need a 1st down to keep the clock going. Oh, nice run there. It's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Let's see what they can do. Well, it looks like it's going to be 4th down. They're going to try to kick a field goal to ice it. The kick is up. It is long, and it is good. That's going to ice it. 37-27. You're New Orleans Saints. I shouldn't say you're the New Orleans Saints. At home, defend home turf, beat the Falcons. That's what I have. What do you guys have? All right, we now go to Indianapolis where the Jacoby Brissett-less Indianapolis Colts take on the Miami Dolphins fresh off a victory over the New York Jets. Going to Indy, trying to upset the Colts. The Colts don't have Jacoby. I think this game's going to be more competitive. The Dolphins have been competitive as of late. I still don't think they pull this one off. The Colts are still a very well-rounded football team. Brian Hoyer, to me, is still a very serviceable quarterback, so I don't think it'll be a problem putting up points on that Miami Dolphins defense. Plus, the Dolphins are trying to lose, which makes it even more pathetic that the Jets lost to them last week, but let's not get into that. Don't want to rant about that. Just embarrass myself even more. Give the Colts. All right, it's 31-17. Colts up 2 touchdowns. This looks like it's going to be the last play of the game. It just gives up and throws it into the flat. Game over. 31-17. Colts beat the Dolphins. I think this is exactly what I had happening. We now go to Pittsburgh in a key game where the Rams visit the Pittsburgh Steelers. A very interesting game. I can't remember the last time I actually saw the Rams in Pittsburgh. That's an interesting matchup to me. It's very intriguing. The Pittsburgh Steelers are looking good. They are now at 400. They are threats to win the AFC North. Mason Rudolph is playing decently. A lot of checkdowns, using the running back, all that good stuff. The defense stepping up. Fitzpatrick with the pick 6 last week against the Colts. Vinatieri missing the field goal. Steelers got a little lucky in my mind, just a little lucky. And the Rams, they're not playing like they were last year. The offense seems to be a little more predictable, but coming off of a bye week, let's see what McVay does. I'm going with the Rams here. I still don't believe in the Steelers. I don't. No matter how many of you slide into my DMs telling me the Steelers are going to win the AFC North, I just don't believe it. I got the Rams here. I'd say like 35-21. I just don't think they're going to be able to keep up. I don't think they're going to be able to keep up. Rams off a bye. Give me them. All right, it's 34-20. They need to score here. It doesn't actually matter if they score here. This is probably just for spread purposes. Rudolph over the middle, and they're not going to get in. They're not going to cover the spread, the fake spread that's in my mind, because I don't even know what the spread is for this game. Either way, it's a Steelers loss, just like I predicted. That's what Madden's predicting. What you got? On to Lambeau Field, where the Packers coming off a very disappointing loss. Like, really disappointing. Listen, every game is hard in the NFL. There's no gimmies unless you're playing the Jets these days. I'm really roasting the Jets today, jeez. There's no gimmies unless you're playing the Jets these days. But it was really disappointing to see the way they played against the Chargers. I thought they would win that game by at least 2 touchdowns. It was Lambeau West, as I called it last week. I thought, the Packer fans would show up and it'd feel like a home game and Aaron Rodgers would go crazy because that offense has been clicking lately, and it was the exact opposite. Meanwhile, the Panthers, I picked against them last week, and Christian McCaffrey is continuing to be probably a top 1, 2, or 3 MVP candidate, depending on how you rank him. I got him probably 2. That's another discussion you guys can have in the comment box. And Kyle Allen filling in nicely. Cam Newton's out for the year, so this is Kyle Allen's team going forward for this year at least. I'm going to go with the Packers here. I'm going to go with the Packers. I think they're the better team. I think you need a more dynamic offense to keep up with Aaron Rodgers, even though I do think that Carolina's defense is pretty good. I think it's going to be a competitive game. I just cannot see a way where Christian McCaffrey and company put up enough points to keep up with the Packers, especially in Lambeau Field, coming off a loss looking to prove something. And would you look at that, Madden disagrees with me, and the Panthers just need a first down here. You got to give the ball to Christian McCaffrey, and they do. And he gets a first down. First down, Panthers. Look at him strut. Oh, now he's boxing nobody. And Ron Rivera's yelling at somebody. The Panthers are a very confused sideline. And you see number 25 in the back throw his hands in the air as if something tragic just happened. You just won the football game. Congratulations to the Madden version of the Carolina Panthers defeating the Green Bay Packers. That's not what I have. What do you have? Let's go to Dallas for Sunday Night Football. The Cowboys having back-to-back primetime games, and this is going to be a good one. Hosting the Minnesota Vikings, Adam Thielen's going to be out, to the dismay of my fantasy football team, making me very, very, very sad and very, very unlikely to pick the Minnesota Vikings. Not that a wide receiver is that important to a team's success, but you know they are going to need weapons to beat the Cowboys. Kirk Cousins is, he's hit or miss, and in primetime games, he's not the best. That's the thing with Kirk Cousins. I said it before. At 1 o'clock games, he's fine, but when it comes to primetime against a solid team that's going to be in the playoffs or a contender, he folds, and I think he's going to fold again. I put all my money on the Cowboys if I had any money to bet, but I don't because I'm broke. Either way, still with the Cowboys here. Let's see what Madden has. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 28. Kirk, let's see what you got, baby. I am not banking on you to do anything. Play action, drops back. He runs out of the pocket, throws deep downfield, completed pass. Madden Kirk Cousins is different than real-life Kirk Cousins, apparently. 2nd and 11, down by 4, and the clock is ticking. Kirk drops back to the side. It is complete. It is caught for the first down. Vikings threatening right here. All right, 1st and 10, 42 seconds. Kirk, what you got, man? Come on, prove me wrong. Throws it over the middle. Oh, it's a fumble. Not even Kirk's fault. It's not even Kirk's fault. Adam Thielen, who apparently is playing in this game, fumbles the football. Oh, it's no bueno. That's no bueno. Poor Madden Vikings fans. Looks like Madden's going with the Cowboys at home. That's what I have. No disagreement here. Let's see what you guys have. Last game of the week, Monday Night Football, key game in San Francisco. We have the Seattle Seahawks traveling to San Francisco to take on the San Francisco 49ers. I think a lot of people might be calling an upset here, but I don't have the guts to do it. I'm sticking with San Francisco because it's a home game. Listen, if anyone's going to escape that pressure that the defensive line of the San Francisco 49ers are going to bring, it's Russell Wilson. I really do believe that. But, Josh Gordon, I don't know how they're going to implement him. DK Metcalf is having a phenomenal year for rookie. He leads all the rookies in receiving yards. Shout out to him. That offense is still not that dynamic to me. It's a very interesting offense. They have nice players, but the receiving core is not that dynamic, and I feel like that 49ers defense is just going to put the clamps on Tyler Lockett, put the clamps on Chris Carson. I don't see this working out for the Seahawks here. I'm going to go Niners like 24-14, something like that. Oh, we got a good game here, 38-35, and Jimmy Garoppolo needs to drive to at least tie the game here. Let's see what he could do. Niners in the no huddle. Jimmy drops back. He's looking. He's standing. He throws over the middle. It is complete to Kittle. Oh, he's breaking tackles. He's a strong human being. It's ridiculous. He's an absolute beast. 3rd and 10. Niners need a first down with 52 seconds left. Let's see what happens. Garoppolo throws into the flat. Oh, and there's a flag. What's this flag for? Personal foul. On the defense. Was that a late hit? That wasn't that late of a hit. Madden, you can't even challenge that. First down, Niners. They get a break here. Didn't think that was that late of a hit. I thought it was a bang-bang play. I know the runner was going out of bounds, but you know what? Unfortunately for the Seahawks, they get the short end of the stick here. It's 3rd and goal with 10 seconds left, and they're kicking a field goal. Just one more play, guys. Throw it. You have time. Kick is up. It is good. I don't like what the Niners are doing here, playing it safe, and Madden rarely plays it safe. But you know what? You're at home. Get the 3 points. Hopefully you win the coin toss. Hopefully. We'll see. Seahawks get the ball first. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Russell's looking. He's looking. Oh, and it's a completed pass all the way to the 47-yard line with the first down. 1st and 10 from the 11. Let's see what the Seahawks do. They need a touchdown here. Russell throws. It is complete. It's a touchdown. DK Metcalf, once again, the Seattle Seahawks win for a 2nd straight time in overtime, according to Madden. That's not what I have, but I hope that this game is as exciting as this Madden game was, because I do think this could be a classic game, one of the better games of the year. I have the Niners, though. All right, and that does it for week 10 of Man versus Madden 2019. I think I did that correctly. I'm not sure. Listen, if you want to follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, you can follow me here. I do respond to DMs. I do respond to people commenting on my stuff on Twitter, all that good stuff. Love debate. Like I said, you can disagree with me. Let's just keep it civil. Let's have a nice conversation. Guys, listen, CBS link below. Catch up to Brennan. He needs some competition. I'm tired of saying his name every week. He's a good guy and everything, but you know what? I want to give a shout out to new people. Come on, let's get involved. Also, like, subscribe, TPS, click that bell for the notifications. Make sure you like all of our videos, the list, everything that you watch here on TPS. We appreciate you guys watching. And until next week, it's Man versus Madden. See you then.